In the previous video, we had added few form controls to our form like checkbox, radio button, and select drop down. So in this video, let's see few more important form controls which we wish to add to our form. Okay, let's create a text area for this form by using div class equals, as usual, form hyphen group. Okay, form hyphen group, and inside this div I want to create a label for equals notes. Okay, and I want to name this label as notes. For this notes I wish to create a text area. Okay, we have a tag that is text area. I wish to provide id equals notes, name equals notes, class equals form hyphen control. Okay, and one more important attribute in case of text area is there is one attribute that is rows. If you specify the number of rows here, for example I am specifying number of rows equals 3, then the text area will appear up to 3 rows. Once you are crossing that limit, you will get a scroll bar for the text area. That we will see once we execute this. Now let's save these changes. Let's provide the command npm space start. It's getting compiled. So it got compiled successfully. Now if you observe http://localhost 4200, I'll open this in browser. You can see the web page. Now here we can see the notes, that is the field getting appear here. This is the text area field. Now we have provided label for equals notes. If you observe, the label for attribute value is equal to notes, which is same as the id attribute value notes. So if both for label for and id value are equal, if both are having the same value, then what will happen is whenever I click on this label notes, this text area field will get highlighted. This indicates that we need to provide data here for this notes. It will get focus here. So suppose I am providing some text here. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. See, now if you observe here, hello friends, welcome, these 3 words are appearing in 3 rows. So after crossing these 3 rows, whatever text I am going to provide in this text area will get into next row. That will appear after we scroll down using this scroll bar. This is how we are going to specify number of rows here. Suppose I am specifying number of rows equals 4. If I save these changes using Ctrl S, okay. Now if you observe, see, if I provide hello, welcome to my channel. Now if you observe, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 4 rows are appearing in this text area at a shot. So on the 5th line, when I am typing some text, the scroller will appear over here. This is how we are going to specify for this text area, that is rows equals 4. Okay. Now I want to create one more form control for this form. That is also very important. That is the password field. I wish to create password field for this form, that we can create by using div class equals form hyphen group. Okay, and inside this I'll create a label for password. Okay, label for password. Label I want to provide as password. Okay, and in this case the attribute will be input type equals password. Okay, this type is very important. If you specify input type equals, here in this case if you observe, we are not this is just a text field. We are not specifying the type equals password here. So normal text field is getting appear here. If you observe the web page, this is the normal text area, text field. But in this case, what I am doing, I am specifying input tag with type equals password. Whenever the type equals password, the text will appear in the form of, that is, dots, that we will see once we execute this. Okay, id equals password, name equals password, okay, and class equals form hyphen control. Okay, now let's save these changes and observe the web page. Now if you observe here, the password field is getting created on this form, and whatever the text I am going to write here will be in the form of like encrypted way, where we cannot see the text which we are typing here, right? It is in the form of dots. But normal text field, in this case name, we can see whatever we are typing here, whatever we are writing here, the text will appear here. Okay, this is how we are going to create another form control, that is password. Now another important form control which we wish to use is, whenever we wish to use date, we can use by using div class equals form hyphen group as usual, and inside this I want to create label for date. Okay, label for date with date as a label, and here input type in this case should be date. Okay, and id equals date, name equals date, and class equals form hyphen control. Okay, now I'll save the changes using Ctrl S. Let's see the browser now, the web page. Now if you observe, the date field is getting created with ddmmyyyy format. In this case, you can manually provide the date by clicking over here. For example, I can provide by using 3004, for example 2020, like this. Or we have another form, that is by clicking on this arrow icon, you can select the date whichever you need. By selecting this date, this will get appear here. You can cancel this date by clicking on this cross mark. Okay, it will reset to ddmmyyyy. Okay, and we have another option here. If we click on this up and down arrow, you can select the year, month and date accordingly by clicking on this. Okay, this is how we are going to create the other form controls, that is date, password and text area. These three are also very important for our form because we will be using daily on our web pages, that is calendar format, password for login and text area to provide some message. And one more thing which you need to remember is, suppose if I am not providing this div class equals container, what will happen? Suppose I am removing this div class equals container and I am saving the changes. Okay, now if you observe the web page, you can see that the data, the form which we have provided is not aligned properly. It's not aligned to center. It's a very awkward format, it's getting appear. So to avoid this, what we are doing is, we are going to wrap it in a class that is equals container, so that if I save these changes, this will format our form properly, so that we can see this registration form getting displayed in a correct way. That's it for this video, guys. We have seen different form controls which we have created in the previous video and this video. Next we are going to see how we will perform binding with this form. Let's see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please like, comment and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos.